Welcome, my friends, to the Vampire Path. I am your host, Paul Lockwood, aka Paul Fraley. Lockwood is a pen name. I have many, so I just thought I'd throw it out there. This video is about how do I evolve using the vampire potion? Because that's what it is. It's a potion that contains animal blood in order to satisfy the need for heme. Ordinarily, this is known as Renfield syndrome, but if there is, for some of you, a physical need for this sort of thing, you need to do it in stages and gradually reduce the amount of blood in the potion. I would suggest adding powdered astragalus root in your blender with the potion. Now, I told you the ingredients of it last time, so all I'm doing now is adding to it. My video, the last one I made, was about how to become a sane vampire safely. Yeah, this one is about how to evolve through the different stages of the different varieties of the vampire potion, which is a blood substitute using real animal blood. Now, there is a danger of iron poisoning if you do not have enough coffee added to the formula, along with, of course, the red dye, if you like that sort of thing, making the potion look red. That's fine. It doesn't matter to me if you drink it out of a plastic pouch or if you drink it in a mug. Heat it up in the microwave. It doesn't really matter to me personally. I'm trying to help you. I'm not a nutritionist or a medical doctor, although I do have a doctorate in divinity studies. Unbeknownst to most, there is something called the vampire powers. The hypnosis, as it were, by talking to people and using the fascination technique. You can hypnotize someone if they're relaxed and suggestible. Now for the potion, I would suggest adding a little bit more coffee, a little less blood, add the astragalus to it, which already has the lion's mane added to it, along with the additional water when you are boiling it before you put it into the blender. Maybe perhaps a little cinnamon if you want to improve the flavor. People don't like the flavor; they're repelled by it. But if you get past the nasty coffee blood taste, that's fine. I would say cut the amount of blood in half in your next batch. Not as much. I mean, it's just like half as much blood from the beef. And add probably let's see, 2 cups of cup, a small cup, not a whole cup, not a measuring cup. I would say 1/4 cup of Moroccan olive oil. Now, how do you think about the measurement? Yeah, because we've got a certain amount of potion already there. What you're doing is using the same amount except less animal blood. And in its place, we are going to add for volume the Moroccan olive oil. You could use extra virgin olive oil, but here's a warning. Do not mess with vegetable oil. You're harming your brain with that. And you're fighting against the effects of the astragalus and the lion's mane, which is there to help you think more lucidly, more than ordinary humans. What you're becoming with this formula is a superhuman, not an ordinary human being anymore. You are going to become a superhuman vampire, or a superhuman Sang vampire in your body. Genetically, that's a different story. We're not worried about that. We're actually activating atavisms in your DNA matrix, if you have them on the European side. I don't know about the other halves, the other sides rather. I just don't know about any research on them. I did the research on the European family tree of humanity. And there is a Swedish ancestry from the Nephilim. And of course, then there is the starseed from the Acer side, West Frisian, which is Holland, and Frisian. There's another Acer side. I can't remember what I thought. I'm not sure if it's Icelandic or Norwegian. I forgot. I'm sorry. I'm getting kind of old on it too. I forget things. But anyway, stay away from butter substitutes. Stay away from vegetable oil. It is poison to vampires. It is going to fight against the transition to superhuman, because it has a fatty acid that blocks the good fatty acids from your brain, which your brain feeds on. And you need the good fatty acids, especially DHA. In addition to this, you want to supplement your diet with fish, such as tuna fish and sardines. Probably the ratio is like twice as much tuna fish as you eat sardine meat. Plus, you'll be eating more medium rare steaks on a regular basis now, because you don't have as much blood plasma in the potion. You need the heme, remember? But what we're trying to do is cut down the amount of iron in the potion. That's why there's coffee in the potion, red coffee, so that you don't die or get sick. The coffee, as I said in the last video, interferes with the absorption of iron in your bloodstream, in your gut. And that is going to save your life. I already told you the proper amount in the last video, so you have to go back to the other video to find out the exact measurements and amounts and so forth. Now that's to the vampire powers. There are occult sources of strength, physical strength, in the Simon Necronomicon. You could apply that if you wish, or just go through simple, ordinary exercises to make your body stronger, physical exercises, and you've already got enough iron in your blood, along with the protein to do that. Your body's going to start evolving. The atavisms from your ancestry are going to start manifesting. You're no longer an ordinary human. You are a superhuman. Therefore, you must take certain steps to maintain your health as a superhuman, which you wouldn't do as an ordinary human, like getting rid of the sugars in your diet, be careful of starches, and avoid vegetable oil like the plague that will destroy your brain, since you're now a superhuman, a different species of human. In fact, now you're becoming a demi-human because of your new diet and your genetic matrix from Europe. I haven't studied any other family of man. This is the one I've studied because it's what I'm related to. I myself am an elven Dhampir. That means some of the elven lineage also has some vampire DNA in his family tree on my father's side as a result of being cursed by warlocks. It's hard to explain. I won't go into that right now, except to say that in the future, my last name will be Lockwood, not Fraley. But for now, I'll keep using the name Paul Fraley until perhaps I have a podcast. I write some books on the topic. This is the vampire path for sayings. Now, perhaps later on, I'll make a video for the Black Swan community, who are friends of the vampires, the vampire friends, also lifestylers, which is pretty cool, really. The lifestyles are pretty awesome, but there's also this reticence on their part to affiliate with the sayings. They don't really approve of it. They don't approve of blood drinking. But you have graduated from simply drinking blood from another person's skin or body to restricting yourself to an animal blood diet that is diluted with coffee. You're playing it safe for not only the people around you, but for your own personal health and safety. At some point, I will perhaps give you instructions on how to further evolve. For now, let's just say your powers of hypnotism will be connected to an occult belief system and invoking spirits, so that the person you are letting into your circle of drones will comply with your commands hypnotically. Now, this is all drone free will. They know what's coming. They go in with eyes wide open. But the fascination technique is what you have to learn. Those of you who have lost the ability to control your eyes, like I have to rely upon objects such as a ring, hold in front of, or something dangling in front of them, say like a pencil, tip of eraser, keep your eyes on the eraser. Listen to my voice. You are going to enter a spiritual state, and you're under my command, and wish to obey me in all things. Now, this only works of their own free will when they're entering into a membership, like an outer circle. And the lowest rank is called the drone rank. It goes a little up farther in rank, so there's like a hierarchy of, say, like 6 or 7 different circles, with the inner circle being the 7th or 6th circle, depending on what type of ranks you wish to employ. Most likely model on the Crowley system, the medieval Crowley system. That's all I want to care to say about it for now. I am not free to speak, on it in depth, because I'm not always alone here. But this is to help you develop your inner abilities. Let's just say the supernatural aspects are derivative of Elizabethan magia, with elements of the Sumerian spiritism and magic. So, in saying that, I leave you with one word of warning. Do not become involved with the doctrines in the Simon Necronomicon that is within the pages of the Aurelia text. Only pay attention to the Ladder of Lights and the 50 Names of Marduk. Avoid the dark half of the Necronomicon, and you'll be doing yourself a great favor. You are now becoming a demi-human, a superhuman. The step above that is that of a divinity. Rather than going down into the Qliphothic path, we are ascending up the angelic path. That's all I can say at this point. Thank you for humoring me and listening to what I have to say. I bid you adieu. Have a happy holiday season, my friends. God bless.